Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lay. Thank you for joining me today. But real quick, because I've been having trouble. I've recorded like 2, 3, 4. I've recorded like 2 or 3 times. That's why I don't got no more smoothie. It's gone. Because I've just been stressed out. And I'm trying to figure out if you could please put in the comments, are there certain things that you have to do, or I don't know, like certain settings you have to have on a video in order for it to upload on YouTube? Because all the other videos, like I've been doing good, everything's been going, and then my last 3 or 4 videos, they literally keep saying, like, I've noticed that once it starts saying preparing video and it starts to act like it's about to load, that you're not getting no load. Because all the other ones, they just go straight through. They just go ahead and upload, and it's ready for you to hit next, hit the thumbnail, write the description. But the last 3 or 4 I've done, it just says preparing video, and it won't let me upload the video. Like, I've been trying for a couple of days now, even just now. Like, I've recorded this same video 2 different times and it won't upload. So please, if you could put in the comments what I'm missing. I'm on my phone. I got an iPhone 16. Got this little stand that comes with this little Bluetooth thing so I could start and stop the video. And I don't know. And today is my first time even using this. Videos with me not using this hasn't went through. So it's not even this. This is just so I got a mirror behind the stand that I could look at, that I can make sure it's recording, just in case I miss the sound, because it makes a really light sound when it stops or starts or whatever. So I just got a mirror to make sure it's recording. So I really just use this it's Bluetooth to the phone, so it can actually start the recording and stop it from here, instead of me having to get up and do all that and edit, whatever. I could just upload the video faster, because sometimes it's hard to get the little corners of the video. So please, like, what makes your video not upload on YouTube? Because I don't get it. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's one thing I just changed. I just did, I remember somebody saying to do it in 4K, turn to the side, do 4K and do 60 pixels, whatever that 60 is, I don't know. It starts at 30, you do it at 60. So I just hit that. That's the only thing I can think of, because like I've done it before, but I don't know if I've done it every video. So I don't even know if that's it. But like I said, some of them are loading and others are not. So please give me tips if you have them. But now on to my actual video and what I want to talk about today. So I thought I was gonna go live, and somehow I can't go live. But what I wanted to do is I want to do my own version of story time, right? And my title of this story time is gonna be, who is this girl on our timeline? And what she want from us? Like, what? Like, girl, who sent you? Right? So I'm gonna start with that. My name is Malaysia, and I live in Las Vegas. As you know, I'm a trucker. I'm also a homeowner, and I am kind of the go-to person in my circle of friends or amongst my peers, right? I just really enjoy sharing information. I really enjoy helping people. I really enjoy being a part of people's journeys, like no matter what it is or who they are. Like anybody who needs any type of like just help, assistance. Like one thing I always tell people is like, I'm a solutionist. Like you come to me with a problem, like I'm trying to find a solution. Like I'm gonna hit you with a solution. I'm gonna hit you with, oh, boom, like you should do this. You tell me something like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, so I'm thinking about da. I'm like, oh yeah, like that's a good idea. Like go here, like, you know, go talk to this person, go check out this page, go read this book, go da da da. Like, that's just how I am. Like, my friends have told me sometimes, like, can you just listen? Like, I don't want you to help me right now. I don't want you to do your little Malaysia thing. I want you to just listen to my problem. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so you don't want to do nothing about this problem? We just gonna keep complaining? We just gonna like keep having the same problem? But we could just solve it and move on, because problems gonna keep coming, okay? It's life. And life be life. So, at the end of one of my videos, I was saying how it'll be cool to, so one of my objectives of this channel is just to build a community of people who enjoy sharing resources, right? Like, you want to share resources, you want to get resources, you want to get new tactics as far as saving, as far as having a plan, especially in this economy, child. If you ain't got no plan, you bound to drown, okay? Like, you have to have a strategic plan on how you're going to stay afloat as inflation and the prices of everything and all these things continue to go up. Because especially if, like, I'm 33, so if you're about to be in your 30s or you're already in your 30s, you've lived long enough to know that it's getting real out here. Like, we're able to see, like, all the things that we've heard about in school in the history books of the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer, middle class and inflation. We just went through COVID and seeing how that affected everybody, how a lot of people was not prepared. A lot of people didn't have the emergency savings that we need. Like, we are learning a lot of different things in real time, but all this is gonna do is it happens every 20 to 30 years, the same thing. It's a reset, right? It's a economical reset, right? Which is how, if you're paying attention, right? If you're paying attention, that's how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, because of these economic resets, like the Great Depression, like when the stock market fell in 2008, like COVID in 2020. You know what I mean? Like, there's these resets that brings everything down, right? So when a housing market crashed, a lot of people lost their houses, but all the rich people just bought up them houses, just like they did for COVID. Just like they did in COVID. If you look up now all these hedge funds and all these corporations own all these houses that people just lost during COVID. Right? Because this whole time, like, every time, same thing with the stock market. How when COVID went down, everybody started panicking, selling. All the rich people got all those stocks for the low when they dropped. And then once we came out of, they had enough money. Listen, check this out. Check this out. Because you really have to not only think about it, you have to break it all the way down to understand it and to get in the game, right? Because one thing, like, life is really a game that you have to figure out how to play and how to maneuver and how to, you know, stay afloat and stay going with the wave instead of against it or drowning, or, you know what I mean, just giving up completely because you can't figure it out. No, like, you have to pay attention to what's going on, and you have to watch people and look at their strategy and look at what they're doing, look at what's behind their wealth, right? And a lot of these if you know Lex P, she's so funny. She be like, white people. But, you know, like, if you watch them, so I don't care what you talking about, they got it figured out, okay? They got it figured out. They got it figured out, okay? And if you watch them, their money comes from not only generational wealth, right? Generational wealth is the biggest one, but where do they get the generational wealth from? They get it from life insurance policies. They get it from businesses. They get it from stocks. They get it from real estate. They get it from having an LLC and starting businesses. They get it from IRAs. They get it from... So guess what? Guess what we need to do? Have all those things. I'm a homeowner because of that. I got 2 different stock accounts because of that. I have a life insurance policy. I had an IRA. I closed it. But I had an IRA. I'm about to start putting more money into my stock portfolio every paycheck. Like, just put it in there. Like, I haven't figured out the stock yet, or if how I'll actually want to invest, whether it's going to be like ETFs and long term, or if it's going to be options, or if it's going to be, it probably won't be day trading because I don't have time for that. But I'm just trying to figure out what strategy I want to use as far as investing and stick to that. Like, I'm going to build up. I just got money going there every paycheck. Build up that account, in my stocks, and eventually, once it's time, or as I'm hearing things, because I just purchased XRP maybe like 6 months ago. I think that's what it's called. The new crypto, or I don't know if it's a new crypto, but the crypto that's like saying that's the next one that's gonna take off like Bitcoin did. Yeah. So, I want to create that type of community because it's getting real for us, and all this is gonna do is it's gonna do another reset for our kids. You know what I mean? Like, well, for y'all kids, I ain't got no kids, but for this next generation, I have siblings, I have nieces and nephews that's going to experience the same things that we're going through right now that we've only heard about from history books and in school, and like, oh, okay, the Great Depression, oh, okay, the stock market. We was too young. We didn't know what was going on for real. Now it's in a position where it can affect us. Now these rent prices going up is affecting everybody. Everybody who rents, they're trying to make it. They're struggling for real. The math ain't mathing. The checks ain't enough no more. So my community, or what I'm trying to get across is us learning how to plan, pivot, and persevere, right? Because if you don't plan, you just in the darkness, you don't know what's going on. You can, and anything, a saying my mom always told me was, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So if you don't have no plan, you just out here. And you just going with the flow, and anything that happens, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have no type of strategy, no type of structure, no nothing. You just, hey, it is what it is. Like, hey, I ain't got enough. I don't have this. No, need a plan, right? In that plan, you have to be willing to make the different sacrifices. If you look at some other videos, I'm talking about, one of the things I have is the 2-year plan, where we're talking about that your life can look totally different than it looks today in 2 years. Literally, we in March 2025. Come March 2027, you could be in a totally different space. Totally different space. Living a totally different life, having a totally different mindset, everything that will help you continue to move with the shifts of America at this point. Like, of America. Because I don't look too much into that Trump stuff, because it can be, I don't really care to live my life in fear. But I know that everything he's doing is starting to trickle down and affect everybody in different ways. Like, it's almost like he's coming for everybody. It's just a matter of time. So if you don't have your ducks in a row and everything in order, you're gonna go under. If you look now after COVID, if you look under all these freeway bridges and all that, it's way more homeless people than it ever was before. What you think COVID did to people's mental health? What you think it did to people that was already one paycheck away from losing everything, or one catastrophe from giving up? You know what I mean? So when I look sometimes at, like, because now it's noticeable, like, sure, we see homeless people all the time, right? But now, like, it's overkill. It's overkill because of what happened. So it's like, as things is happening and going on, and it's starting to affect everybody in different ways on different levels, you know, like, eventually, like, you want to plan and prepare for that not to be you, possibly. I mean, you can't guarantee it, but it's possible if you prepare and you get in position and you seize the opportunities and you pay attention to what's going on and where the world is moving right now, and make sure you're in a field that's gonna be needed no matter what, no matter which way this thing goes, no matter if AI takes over, no matter if, you know, whatever. Make sure you have some type of skill, some type of income, some type of product that will still be needed by the people. Seriously. So that's the plan part. Let's plan and strategize. Pivot. Pivot is important. Ooh, I've learned a lot about some pivoting, okay? Because everything ain't gonna go as planned, and just because the plan ain't planning and going like you thought, don't mean it's over. Now you gotta pivot. Like, okay, that was the plan, but what's the goal? Right? What's the goal? Because the goal don't change. The path to that goal could change, but the goal don't change. So that's where the pivot comes in at. It's like, okay, this plan not working, how can I pivot? How can I, you know, switch it up and do something different to attack it in another way so I can still get the results that I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to master the pivot and understand the pivot and adapt to the pivot. Because if your mindset was here and that's what you do for that, you might need a new mindset for this pivot. And you got to be willing to undo all that and get on track with where you are now and execute that. And then the perseverance, because it's gonna get hard, it's gonna get rocky, you gonna fail. And I'm saying that's important because I used to hate failing. It was a long time and I didn't take a risk because I was like, I don't want to fail. Like, I don't like L's. I don't like taking L's. I don't like failing. I don't like no. Who you talking to? I don't even know what that means for real. But that's part of the process. You can't escape failing or losing or it not going the way that you thought, but you gotta keep going. Because just how practice makes perfect, perseverance breeds progress. Perseverance gets you to the finish line. Perseverance gets you to the other side of where you are right now. Perseverance gets you out that darkness. If you keep going and you keep pushing and you keep fighting. So, there'll definitely be a part 2 because I want to make sure that this video loads, so I don't want it to be extra long. I'm still trying to figure it all out, and I don't want to have to do it for like the 4th, 5th time today. So I'm just trying to watch everything. Like, I changed it to the 60. I gonna make it shorter. I don't know. I have like a 38-minute video uploaded. So I don't even think it's the time, but I just want to be extra careful. Like, I don't even know. But this is part 1 of who is this girl on my timeline? who is she and what she want with us? I thought it would just be a funny video to make, just because like story times are going so big right now, and I just thought it would be just a fun little time to do a couple of those, because child, they be having like 40, 50 parts, and I probably won't go that far, but just the concept of it was just funny and fun, and for me to just kind of explain where I'm going with this idea, because I'm sure you know, that's important. I can't just be out here I just keep talking. Like, girl, who are you? Like, let us, like, what you want? Like, what do you, girl, where you live at? Like, we don't know nothing about you. You know what I mean? Like, you do have to be transparent. All the people that I watch, like, I know a lot about them. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, okay, let me scale back a little bit and kind of introduce myself and my objective, and, you know, where it is I'm going with this whole thing. So, thank you for tuning in, and please leave me tips and comments. Please like the video. I'm trying to remember to say that. I haven't said that on none of my videos, but please remember to like the video if you've made it this far, and, you know, my mention of it is going to remind you to do it. Please do so. I would appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't. And of course, if you have tips on what it is I need to do to make sure that all my videos can upload, so I'm not just recording videos for no reason and wasting my time, please let me know. I'll really appreciate it. And thank you for watching.